iOS 26 is officially available, and by now you've probably seen most of the changes, major updates, and all of the new features. However, there are tons of little new and hidden features and quality of life improvements that we're going to highlight in this video. But of course, if you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe so you don't miss more videos like this one in the future. But also, be sure to let us know in the comments down below what features you might have discovered that we didn't mention in this video that others might want to find out. So let's start with one that really is a big quality of life improvement, especially considering just how large these phones are these days. This tweak makes it easier to operate with one hand, and that's the ability to swipe from pretty much anywhere on the display to go back. Now, previously, you either needed to use the left side of the display, like all the way at the edge, or tap the arrow button going back in the top left corner, which is nearly impossible to do with one hand on something like this giant Air or a 17 Pro Max. So I usually swipe from the left edge, and even that isn't super great with a large phone like this, but now I can just use that same swipe gesture from the middle or really wherever my thumb kind of naturally rests. So if I'm in a settings menu and I need to go back, I can do it this way, and it's much easier and faster, and honestly just a huge improvement in my opinion. Now, if you're listening to music, let's say using AirPods Pro 3, and you're about to get into a car or something that has your phone connected to it, the audio will typically immediately transfer over to your car. But in iOS 26, you can just simply head into Settings, then General, and under AirPlay and Continuity, go and look for the Keep Audio with Headphones toggle and turn that on. Now, when you get into the car, the audio will remain in your AirPods and won't transfer to CarPlay or any other device that you have it connected to. Now, speaking of audio, if you're someone who loves having an audible ringtone, well, you're a psychopath, but you're probably going to love this next hidden feature. I'm kidding, of course, but while I might not keep my phone on ringer and I keep it silent at all times, I might go back to this because you now have the ability to create a custom ringtone pretty easily. All you have to do is locate the MP3 or M4A file in your Files app, long press on it, and select Quick Look, and then tap the share icon in the bottom right corner. And here, you'll see the Use as Ringtone option in your share sheet. And it can easily just be set as your custom ringtone in just one tap, assuming, of course, that the file that you select is 30 seconds or less. You can also easily set a default app for your files like you would on a Mac. So if you want to open that audio file, a document, or whatever it might be with a specific application every single time, just long press, select Get Info, and then tap Always Open With, and then choose an app from the drop-down list. In the Filters section of the Messages app, Apple added a new Drafts option that houses messages you've typed but haven't yet set. So if you started to write something and then stopped, you'll see all of your unsent messages in the Drafts folder. To access your filters in the Messages app, you can just tap on the icon with the 3 lines here in the upper right corner. Now, you won't see a draft section, of course, if you don't have any unsent messages. In the Phone app, if you miss a call and want a callback reminder for that person, just simply swipe from right to left on the call and tap on the clock icon. From here, you can choose from options like Remind Me in 1 hour, Remind Me tonight, tomorrow, or you can choose another time at a later date that fits your schedule. In iOS 26, when customizing icons, under the tint option, you can select a one-tap option to match the colors of your icons to either the color of your Apple MagSafe case or the color of your actual iPhone. Changing the icon tint can be done by long pressing on the home screen, selecting Edit, and then tapping Customize. And then from here, choose the tinted option. Tap on the icon that looks like a phone case to select your case color, or the phone to select the phone color. You can now see the details of events like concerts or sporting events right inside the Photos app. So from any sporting event picture or concert picture or video that you take, you'll be able to see things like top songs from that artist, the scores of the game, you can browse upcoming events, and so much more. Now, as someone who attends many concerts and sporting events, probably too many, this feature is pretty huge. To use this feature, just find a relevant photo from that concert or sporting event and then tap on the info icon, or you can just swipe up. There is an indexing that needs to happen first, and it doesn't work with everything. It's not perfect, but when it does, you'll see this icon and the name of the band or the game that you were at. This is huge for all Browns games. If I want to go back and typically see that we lost or how much we lost by and be reminded of how bad that game was, I can do all of that right here inside of the Photos app. Unfortunately, Packers fans, we actually did sneak this one out, so now you get to see how bad that game was for you. With concerts, you can even get more info about the band and see songs or play songs in Apple Music, all from this little feature. Now, sticking with the Photos app here, when you search for something specific, you'll now see video results with a relevant video thumbnail that highlights the specific video frame with what you search for. So for me, I searched for a motocross jump, and sure enough, you can see that there's relevant video thumbnails that contain a specific frame from where that motocross jump happened, and tapping on the video will take me right to that part. Search results with specific video frames make it so much easier to find the exact content that you're looking for. We all know how to create a Genmoji by now. Maybe you don't use it, but now maybe you might want to use it more because you can finally mix emojis in iOS 26 to get that perfect emoji that you might be looking for. Just tap on Genmoji in the keyboard and then tap the plus button here in the bottom right corner to add whatever emojis you want to mix and match to create a brand new emoji for your conversation. So that's part one of all of our hidden features for iOS 26. Hopefully we'll do another part to this very, very soon, but would love to hear from you in the comments down below about the features that I showcased. And if you have any little hidden gem tricks and tips that I didn't mention or that people might not know, let me know in the comments down below. This has been Dan with MacRumors. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you around in the next video.